Cardi B allegedly getting caught up that she was cheating on
Offset
with Stephon Diggs of all people.
apparently while she was pregnant.
Allegedly.
Cardi B just dropped bombs about Offset that are too disturbing to ignore, and it might just destroy everything. Somebody needs to check on Cardi B, because what she just revealed about Offset might be the final nail in their marriage, and maybe even his reputation. We're talking emotional blackmail, jealousy-fueled sabotage, and a shadowy blogger who might be pulling strings behind the scenes. This isn't just your typical celebrity feud. It's a full-blown psychological war, and Cardi's finally done staying silent. But what really pushed her to snap? And why is Offset allegedly so obsessed with destroying every relationship she tries to have? Let's unravel the chaos, because what Cardi exposed was darker than anyone expected. It started like any other messy celebrity rant. Except this time, Cardi wasn't just venting. She was unloading years of pain in one volcanic explosion. On Twitter Spaces, she unleashed a storm, naming names, calling out betrayal, and exposing twisted behavior she says Offset has been hiding from the world. She claimed Offset has a new girlfriend, and together they've been harassing her nonstop. But it wasn't just petty drama. According to Cardi, Offset would go out of his way to send explicit videos of the two of them to any man she was involved with. Imagine trying to move on from a toxic relationship, only for your ex to weaponize your past. That's the level of psychological warfare Cardi says she's been enduring. But that was just the beginning. What came next stunned even her most loyal fans. Cardi revealed that Offset doesn't just harass her, he allegedly manipulates her emotionally in the most disturbing ways. She says he's threatened to take his own life, and even worse, he's threatened hers too. Cardi didn't sugarcoat it.
We already mentioned Stephon Diggs, but it's quite a wild world what's going on out here.
It's funny because they've been saying
through angry breaths and shaky emotion, she said Offset had texted her horrifying messages, saying things like, "I'll end it all," and "I'll take you with me." And if that wasn't alarming enough, she claimed these threats were made multiple times. She said, "I'm tired. Every time I go out of town, he's sending voice notes trying to break me down, telling me he's going to end it or that I'll regret leaving him." In a world where far too many women are silenced or ignored until it's too late, Cardi's warning felt chillingly familiar. But she wasn't done exposing the twisted web she says Offset is weaving. Cardi pointed the finger at someone else too, a female blogger she claims is part of the harassment campaign. Allegedly, this blogger, who fans now suspect is Offset's new girlfriend, has been playing dirty, taunting Cardi online and spreading lies. And when Cardi demanded an apology, the blogger laughed it off. In fact, the woman doubled down. In a now viral post, she said, "Apology? From me? Never. Cardi better calm down because I've been sitting on real tea. I could go viral if I wanted to." It was like pouring gasoline on an already raging fire. And Cardi made one thing clear: if she doesn't get the apology she wants, everybody's secrets are getting exposed. At the core of all this, control. Cardi says Offset can't stand to see her move on, and he'll sabotage anything that threatens his grip on her. Every guy she talks to, he harasses them. She said, "Every man I try to date, he finds them, sends them videos, sends them messages. He makes sure they know exactly who he is and what he can do." Cardi claims Offset even ruined her Valentine's Day this year. She didn't give details, but her tone said enough. It was the last straw in a long line of humiliations and emotional attacks. And what made it even more twisted?
My brain hurts. So let's talk about Cardi and Offset, because he's crashing out yet again.
Well, I'm not shocked. I was more like expecting it for him to crash out like this.
According to Cardi, Offset's new girlfriend is right there in the middle of it all, cheering him on. Then came the moment that really set fans off. Cardi claims the new girlfriend FaceTimed her from inside her own house. Let that sink in. Cardi said she bought that house. It was her name on the deed, but there this woman was, cozied up with Offset, taunting Cardi from the place she once called home. And when Cardi confronted her, the woman said, "Why do you care? You haven't lived here in 3 years." It was like something out of a nightmare, an emotional invasion. And Cardi wasn't just furious, she was humiliated. But that wasn't even the worst of it. Cardi says this harassment hasn't stopped with her. According to her, Offset and the girlfriend have gone after her friends too. She alleged that one of her friends was physically assaulted, and she believes Offset was behind it. "People are getting hurt," Cardi said, "and I've kept it quiet long enough." She also revealed that the couple leaves disturbing voicemails, trolls her friend group online, and tries to turn her inner circle against her. The pattern is clear: isolate her, undermine her, break her down from every direction. But Cardi wasn't backing down anymore. She was ready to burn everything to the ground. According to Cardi, everything reignited a week ago. She claims Offset enlisted his blogger friend to troll her, knowing it would set her off. And that's exactly what happened. Cardi says she tried to keep the peace. She even begged for things to stay civil.
What's that nigga position?
Wide receiver.
He running down the field in that gap. Yeah.
But when the blogger started talking about her kids, that's when the gloves came off. She said, "You talk about my kids again, I promise you, we're gonna have a real problem." And if you know Cardi, you know that wasn't an empty threat. The divorce is public now. The custody battle is heating up, and Cardi's had enough. She says Offset is trying to manipulate the media, leaking stories about joint custody just to get under her skin. But she's not playing that game anymore. "If I don't get my apology by noon, everything's getting exposed," she warned. It wasn't an empty threat. Cardi said she has receipts, voice messages, screenshots, witnesses, and if she lets it all out, Offset's career might not survive. So where does this leave Cardi B, Offset, and everyone caught in the crossfire? For now, we're at a standstill. Cardi claims she's collecting evidence, waiting for the right time to unleash it all if her demands aren't met. Offset remains publicly quiet, while rumors about his new girlfriend swirl. The blogger seems eager to keep stirring the pot, hinting at untold secrets she could drop at any moment. It's a tangled mess, one that features potential emotional abuse, alleged revenge acts, and a deeply fractured relationship that once seemed like it might survive anything. If even half of Cardi's claims are true, it paints a bleak picture of how toxic a relationship can become when trust is broken and grievances spill over into the public eye. And that's exactly why fans can't turn away. The stakes are sky high, the personalities are larger than life, and the fallout could be more dramatic than any reality show ever scripted. Will Cardi B follow through on her threat to expose Offset, his girlfriend, and the blogger with her so-called receipts? Or will cooler heads prevail before this drama escalates beyond redemption?
She done went and got that athlete dick.
Right.
Chances are this nigga don't drink or smoke. He taking all his vitamins and his nutrients.
For now, all we can do is stay alert and wait for the next explosive update. One thing's for sure, if Cardi does decide to release whatever evidence she's holding, the internet will be set ablaze. Until then, the tension lingers and the questions remain unanswered. Thanks for sticking around to hear the full story. What do you think is really happening behind the scenes? Does Cardi hold all the cards, or is this feud even more complicated than it appears? So far, there's been no apology, no truce, just silence. But Cardi's made her move, and now the world is watching. The question is, will she really drop the bombshell she's been holding on to? Or is this the calm before the storm? Because if Cardi goes through with her threat, Offset might not be the only one caught in the crossfire. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because one thing's for sure, behind every hip-hop legend is a story you were never meant to hear. We'll see you in the next one. Stay curious and stay ready for whatever bombshell hits next.